Zen Master Dae Bong has been the abbot of Zen centers in Paris, France, and Berkeley, as well as Cambridge in America. He is currently the resident Zen Master of Yarongsan International Zen Center, Musangsha in Korea. He has practiced and taught in America, Europe, as well as Asia. He received Dharma transmission in 1999 from Zen Master Sunim. 大空禅师曾经是法国、巴黎、美国、伯克莱和剑桥禅修中心的住持。他目前是韩国基隆山无上寺国际禅修中心主事的住持禅师。他曾在美洲、欧洲和亚洲修行比较导。他于1999年获得崇山禅师传法。Myong Sunim was born in Malaysia. He was ordained in February 1997 by Zen Master Songshan and has practiced in Hong Kong as well as Hua Geisha and Musangsha in Korea. In 2013, he returned to Malaysia to start the Hingwon Zen Center in Penang. In November 2015, he received income and the authority to teach Zen from Zen Master Dae Bong and Zen Master Dae Bong. 明远法师出生于马来西亚，他于1999年2月依止崇山禅师出家，并在香港以及韩国国兴寺和无上寺进行禅修。他于2013年回返马来西亚，在槟城创立了行愿禅院，并于2015年11月获得大光禅师与大风禅师认可，成为了禅修指导老师。So we invite Zen Master Dae Bong. We invite Myong Sunim to start to begin the talk.
Good evening, everyone.
大家上好。
So tonight is the start of a 3-day retreat.
所以今晚是这个三日的禅修的开始。
A long, long time ago, more than 20 years ago, I went to my first retreat in Korea, and Zen Master Dae Bong was the guiding teacher at that time also.
在不久以前，大约20年前，就是我去这一个韩国这个禅修。那当时呢，大风禅师就是这个禅修的指导老师。
So on that retreat, one of the rules was keep silence.
在那个时候，其中一个规则就是要保持这个不讲话。
So I never kept silent before in my whole life. So I thought, well, maybe I'll try.
我就是一生人当中都没有保持过这个肃静，然后我想说，可能我要尝试一下。
Actually, you know, having a rule is an invitation for people to break the rule.
其实呢，拥有这个规则，它是可能是一个邀请人家去犯规。
Because it's more fun to break the rule than to keep it.
因为呢，就是打破这个规则呢，比较有趣。
But actually, I tried to keep it quite well. I did have a job, which involved speaking. I was like the retreat director.
我当时候呢，其实是有一个工作，就是在那个禅修当这个领导。
But outside of that, outside of meetings, I really did try to just not say anything.
那除了在这个开会以外呢，我就是尽量的保持就是这个静默。
And actually, for me, it wasn't too difficult.
这其实对我来说呢，并不是非常困难。
Because I have a slightly introvert nature anyway, so I'm not the kind of person that likes to talk a lot and joke and ha 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 ha.
其实我本身就是比较内向，我不是很喜欢就是开玩笑说很多讲很多话。
So to a certain extent, not having to talk a lot was kind of okay.
在某个程度上，如果就是不讲太多话，对我来说是还好。
And after a while, I thought, wow, this is really good.
那经过了一阵子之后呢，我发现到，哎，这还不错。
Because through the whole retreat, you actually don't have to say anything, but you can do everything.
其实呢，在整个这个禅修的这个过程当中，你其实并不需要说任何的话，但是你可以做所有的事情。
That means you know what time to get up, what to do, follow the schedule. During meals, also you know what you have to do. You don't have to talk to people. You don't have to say, I want this, I want that.
所以其实你知道几点你必须醒来，然后什么时候应该做什么事情。甚至在用餐的时候，你也不需要讲话，你就可以就是顺利的就是用餐。
So I'm kind of a little surprised to myself. Wow, it's possible to live for 90 days without opening your mouth, and not starve and not go crazy, any kind of thing. It was just, it happened, everything happened, everything functioned perfectly.
所以呢，我有一点惊讶，就是说，其实，在9天里面，其实并不需要说任何的话，那我们也是可以就是很好的运作，然后也不会发疯。
And at the end of the retreat, then everybody starts talking.
在这个禅修的就是结束了以后，所有的人都开始讲。
But then I thought to myself, wouldn't it be nice if I didn't have to talk, just keep silence, still continue to keep this silence.
但是我告诉自己说，其实虽然所有的人都开始讲话了，但是如果我继续保持这一个静默，是不是其实是很好呢？
But of course that's not possible because now it's our retreat, so everybody starts talking to you, so you talk back.
但是其实这也是不可能的，因为在这个禅修结束过后，就是其他人也是会跟你讲话，那你也是会回答他。
But I think the benefits of actually just keeping silence are very, very good. A lot of benefits to keeping silence.
其实我觉得在这个保持这个静默呢，其实有很多的好处。
Even it's for a few short days.
即使就是那么几天而已。
And keeping silence, I think nowadays also means don't check your handphone, even though it's on silent mode.
那就是在我们现在来说，保持静默呢，包括就是不要去检查你的这个手机，即使你的手机是保持静音的状态。
Because you notice nowadays everybody's talking at you. It's a very, very noisy world.
然后我们发现到今天呢，我们的这个世界呢是非常嘈杂的，所有的人都在不断的跟我们讲。
Your friends are talking at you.
你的朋友在跟你讲。
The TV is talking at you.
那个电视机在跟你讲。
All the adverts are talking at you.
所有的广告都在跟你讲。
It's like everybody's talking.
就是在每一处呢，所有的人都在不断的讲。
And if you're with your friends, it's like if you don't say something, it's as if you're not there.
对于你的朋友来说呢，如果你不讲话呢，你好像就不存在那里一样。
You also have to talk.
所以你也需要开始讲。
But I think the good thing about Zen retreat is that you don't have to talk, and you're still here.
那在这个禅修里面，一个好处就是你不需要讲话，但是你存在在这里。
And I think English was saying silence is golden.
在这个英文里面说沉默是金。
But Zen Master Silence, even better saying, he says silence is better than holiness.
这个崇山禅师有一句更好的讲法，就是这个静默呢是比这个圣洁更加的好。
Because if you want to see your mind, first your mouth has to stop talking a bit.
因为当我们要看到这一个我们的心呢， 我们的这个嘴巴呢就要开始停下来。
Because usually most of the time we think something and comes straight out of our mouth.
那很多时候呢，我们想到的一些东西呢，它马上就从嘴巴就滑了出来。
But if you decide this one is it, then when this appears, boom, you see, oh, that's what I wanted to say. And after a while, it doesn't matter what I wanted to say. It doesn't really matter.
当我们就是保持不开口的时候呢，我们有一些想法，我们就可以注意到，这就是我要讲的东西。然后过了一阵子呢，我们会开始觉得，我要讲的这个东西其实不讲也无所谓。
And you begin to see what your mind is like, what all the stuff that you want to think about, you want to talk about, start to notice it.
你会开始就是觉察到你的心里面的东西，包括你要讲的话，你所想的一些东西，你都看到。
And you can start to let it go.
你能够开始放下它。
And the other things you start to notice what other people are doing. You start to hear a lot more things that you didn't hear before because you were so busy here and talking.
你会开始看到了很多东西，然后包括会听到、注意到你平时就是太过忙碌于就是讲话，然后没有去注意到、没有听到的东西。
Hear the sound of the echo.
你听到那个汽机的声音，
And sometimes you hear the traffic outside.
有时候你会听到外面的这个车辆的声音。
Maybe sometimes you might hear some birds, but maybe in the city you don't hear any birds.
有时候你可能也许会听到这个鸟叫声，然后或者在城市你不会听到鸟叫声。
But if you get a chance to just keep quiet, your senses start to open up.
所以如果你有机会，就是保持这个肃静呢，你的这一个你的感官呢就会开始打开。
So perhaps if there's one thing that you would like to try this retreat, I suggest try keeping silence where you can.
所以就是如果有一件事情你想要开始尝试的话，就是鼓励就是你在这个禅修营里面保持这个肃静。
And really experience for yourself what it's like not to be controlled by this. Yeah.
所以呢，就是就是真正去尝试不让你这一个嘴巴去控制，
Then you can control this.
然后呢，你就能控制它。
So thank you all for listening.
谢谢大家的聆听，
Thank you, Myong Master.
谢谢明年老师。
Also, hello, nice to see you again.
大家好，很高兴又见到大家。
A long time ago, one great teacher said, 100 years of desire turns to dust in one moment.
就是很久以前有一个老师说，100年以后，就是这一个100年的这个欲望在那一刹那化成了尘埃。
But even 3 days of practice becomes a treasure for 1,000 years.
那即便是3天的这一个修行，就是会成为这个1000年的宝藏。
So, for the next 3 days, you practice, you will all become rich.
所以在接下来的3天，如果你修行的话，你会非常富有。
So, what does it mean to practice?
那么修行是什么意思呢？
Buddha's teaching, Buddhism means understand my true nature.
这个佛法呢，这个佛法的意思就是明白你真正的自信。
What am I?
我是水。
Everybody thinks, also we say, I all the time.
所有的人都讲这个我，讲这个我。
But what is this I?
这个我是什么？
So first point in Buddhism, instead of looking out and spreading all around our idea of I, we turn and look back at ourselves and ask ourselves, what is I? What do I What do I mean? I say I.
所以在佛教里面呢，与其就是向外不断的去扩展这一个我呢，我们反而就是反观向内，就是去探讨这一个我是什么。
We think this body is me.
我们想说这一个身体是我，
Sometimes our thinking is me.
有时候我们的想法是我，
Our emotions are me.
我们的情绪是我，
Our situation, me.
我们的这一个处境是我，
This is my hand.
这是我的手，
This is my robe.
这是我的袈裟，
This is my watch.
这是我的手表，
This is my head.
这是我的头，
This is my body.
这是我的身体，
Not me.
不是我，
My things.
我的东西。
Zen Master Sung San always used to say, our body is just a rented car.
中山禅师总是说，我们的身体是一个租来的车子，
We rent it from the universe, and then, when it's usually old and broken, we return it to the universe.
我们从这个宇宙租借来这一辆车子，当它就是老了、旧了、坏了之后，我们就再归还于这个宇宙。
That time we have to pay the bill.
那个时候我们必须付账。
If you use your car correctly, then maybe the bill's not so big.
如果你就是好好的就是使用这个车子的话，或许你的这个账单不会太大。
If you use your car wrong way, then very expensive.
如果你就是错误的使用你这个车子，你的这个代价就会很大。
When I first met Zen Master Sung San, I was immediately I believed him and felt this is my teacher.
当我第一次见到崇山禅师的时候，我马上是对他升起的信心，然后知道这就是我想要学习的。
I right away started practicing by myself at home in the mornings and evenings.
我就是会回到自己家里，就是自己的就是修行，早上和晚上。
And every 2 weeks or 6 weeks, I went to sit a 3-day retreat with him.
然后每2个星期，这个我会去这个禅修营，会去跟他一起修行。
After the 3rd retreat, I quit my job and I moved into the Zen Center.
然后当我去了3次的这个禅修以后呢，我就辞职，然后我就加入了他这个禅中心。
That time, he was teaching in America. He'd spend 2 months on the East Coast, 2 months on the West Coast.
那个时候呢，崇山禅师在美国呢，他总是2个月在这个西岸，2个月在东岸。
I moved into the main Zen Center, Providence Zen Center on the East Coast.
我那个时候就是搬进去，在东海岸的这个主要的Providence的那个禅中心。
Then he, that time, went to the West Coast.
在那个时候呢，他去了这个西海岸。
2 months later, he came back, and I was very happy to see him again.
2个月以后他回来，然后我非常开心的见到他。
That time, we had a 7-day retreat.
那个时候我们有7天的这个禅修。
Maybe on the 3rd day of the retreat, Zen Master Sung San's heart started to have a big problem.
然后在第3天的禅修的时候，这个崇山禅师的心脏有一个问题。
He had had diabetes for about 25 years and was taking pills, but these pills damaged his heart.
崇山禅师有这个25年的糖尿病的症状，然后他就是一直在吃这个糖尿病的药，这个药呢就是损坏了他的这个心脏。
So his heart was missing many beats every minute, missing.
然后每1分钟，他心脏的心跳呢，就是跳了几个那个这个跳动。
So the students were very worried, and he had to go to the hospital.
他的学生呢就开始非常的担心，就把他送到这个医院里去。
Right before he went to the hospital, he came down to the meditation room and gave a talk to all the students.
那在他去这个医院之前呢，他就下来这个禅中心，就给他的这个学生给一个开始。
I thought, oh no, the teacher that I've been looking for a few years, I just found him, and now he's going to die.
我对自己说，哦，不好了，就是我找了这么多年的这个老师呢，他将要就是去世了。
Then I remember very clearly the talk that he gave right before he went to the hospital.
我记得非常清晰，就是这一个讲座，就是在他去这个医院之前的讲座。
This was 39 years ago, 1977.
这个是39年前，就是1937年。
First thing he said is
1977 年。
First thing he said was, I don't have a problem, you have a problem.
第一句话就讲说，我并没有问题，你有问题。
He said, if you are attached to your teacher, then you have a problem.
他说，如果你执着于你的老师，你就有问题。
Then he talked about this body as just being our rented car.
他就讲说，我们这个身体就是租借来的这个车子。
And he said, my rented car now has a problem, maybe broken, soon I must return to the universe.
他说，我这个身体这一个租来的这个车子现在有一个问题，然后也许就很快的我要把它归还了这一个车子，归还给宇宙。
Then get a new car.
然后再拿了一个新的这个车子。
But old car, new car, doesn't matter so much.
不管是旧车子或者新的车子都没有问题。
You must find the driver.
你必须找到这一个驾驶司机。
So the first point in Buddha's teaching is realize our attachment to our body, our thinking, our emotions, our situation is we make that. That's not our true I.
在佛教里面，第一个重点就是我们要找到，其实这一个我们的身体、我们的想法、我们的情绪等，就是不是我们。然后我们必须找到真正的这一个自己。
So what am I?
然后我这个我是什么？
3 days you can look for that.
这3天里面你可以去寻找。
Actually, you don't have to look for I. Just look at what you think is I.
其实你不需要去寻找这个我。
Is that really I?
你只是需要就是看自己怎么样去思考这一个我，这也是你自己吗？
If you look, finally you don't know.
如果你不断的看，你最后你会看到不知道，
That's correct.
那是正确的。
Don't know is your true I.
不知是你的真正的这个自我。
So first step meditation means realize that don't know is my true nature.
这个禅修的第一个步骤就是看到不知是我的这个真正的自信，
Then pay attention.
然后就是保持这个注意觉察力，
Moment to moment, pay attention.
就是每一个刹那就保持这个觉察。
Everything in your life happens in this moment.
你生命中当中的每一件事情都在当下发生。
If you're not paying attention, you miss your whole life.
如果你没有保持这个警觉，你会就是失去你的这个整个生命。
So how pay attention?
那么要如何保持这个注意力呢？
Buddha taught, be aware of your breath.
佛陀教就是对你的这个呼吸有这个觉照力。
One thing we will do from the moment we're born until the moment we die is breathe in, breathe out.
就是我们一生人当中，自从我们出生一直到我们死为止，就是我们有呼吸入，然后呼出。
As soon as you are aware of your breathing just now, you are back in the present moment. Your attention is in the present moment.
只要你觉察到你的这个呼吸就在当下，那你就是在当下就是存在。
So when we sit, we try to keep our body in the correct position.
所以当我们 做的时候，我们就是做这个正确的这个姿势。
And if tomorrow you teach meditation,
Actually,
they all know.
yes.
Okay, so you understand in our style, don't move around. If you're uncomfortable, stand up.
所以你了解到我们这个禅坐的这个方式，就是不要就是动来动去，然后当你感觉到不舒适的时候，你就站起来。
Better than moving around and keep changing your position. If you're uncomfortable, bow, stand up behind your cushion with your hands in Chan as long as you want. Continue your practice, and when you're comfortable again, bow and sit down.
与其站在那边不舒适，然后就是摇来摆动来换你的腿搬来搬去，你那个时候呢，你就只需要就是合掌，然后稍微就是合掌，然后站起来，站在你的骨盘的后面，然后就合掌，一直到你感觉到比较舒服了，再稍微的就是停力，然后再坐下来。
In Japanese style Zen, not possible. Stand up, not possible.
在日本这个禅宗里面呢，是不准许你就是这样子站起来。
If you move, they shout, "Don't move!"
如果你动的话，他们会就是喊你说不要动。
If your nose is running and you go, "Don't make noise!"
如果你的鼻子不舒适的时候，你就是稍微就是有做出这个声音，他会就是警告你。
Samurai style.
那这一个是武士的这一个方式。
That's also not bad practice. But that's not our style.
那他那个也是其中一种修行的方式，但是不是我们的方式。
Our style is body sitting is important, but most important is mind sitting.
我们的这一个禅修的方式呢，虽然就是身体的这个禅坐非常重要，但是更重要的是我们的心的这一个禅坐。
Pay attention moment to moment.
就是在每一个当下，就是保持这个注意力。
But if you've done meditation before, you already know that's not so easy sometimes.
如果你已经有过这个练习这个方法的话，你会发现有时候就是要注意你的这个心是不容易的。
1 minute, 2 minutes, wow, wonderful.
1分钟或2分钟很美好。
Soon, what's for lunch?
然后过了一阵子，
I wonder if they have good food in this thing.
你会想说这个午餐是吃什么东西？我想要吃好吃的。
Or why did I come here today?
然后为什么我今天来这里？
Or tomorrow, I really want to do something different.
或者明天我要做一些不同的东西。
Or, I don't know the lady sitting next to me, but I don't like her.
我不知道这个坐在我隔壁这个女士是谁，但是我不喜欢她。
Any kind of thinking coming and going.
各种各样的这个想法从我们的心中就是飘来飘去。
But don't check your thinking.
不要检查你的，不要审查你这个想法。
When you notice your mind running away, just bring it back to this moment, your breath and your practice.
当你觉察到你的心就是飘开了过后，你就回到你这个你的修行的这个方法，就是你的呼吸上面。
If your practice is slow breathe in, slow breathe out, and repeating mantra, just do it.
如果你的方法是慢慢的吸，慢慢的呼，然后重复这一个咒语的话，那你就去做。
If it's a chanting Hansen Bosal silently inside, then do it.
如果你的这个方法是在念诵这个观世音菩萨，那你就去做。
Huineng, sixth patriarch from China, said, correct action is the path to Buddhahood, the path to attaining our true nature.
这个六祖慧能说，就是正确的这个方法，就是让我们达到这个成佛的这个道路。
In social life, many situations appear we're not sure what's correct.
在我们的生活当中，很多这个不同的这个处境，要让我们就是会有时候会有这一个疑惑， 哪一个才是正确的。
But during sitting meditation, it's very clear.
但是在我们禅坐的时候，却是非常清楚的。
Body sitting
身体坐着，
or body standing.
或者身体站着，
Breathe in, breathe out.
吸进，然后呼出，
And keep your practice.
保持你的修行。
Maybe it's I don't know, Wadu, the people talk about Huato. The they talk. Yeah, what am I? Breathing in, what am I? Breathe out, don't know. That's all.
或者是你的方法是这个念这个话头，吸进去，然后就是我是什么？我是
Many mind technique. If you're not sure, ask the head nuns.
就有非常的多的方法。如果你不清楚的话，可以问这个山西学师傅。
Somebody on the mantra. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Then as soon as thinking something, 2 days ago I really had to get Om Mani Padme Hum. Our job's so simple, so clear. You can see, can I do it or not do it?
然后就是你的方法可能是念诵这个欧玛尼牌中的这个咒语，那你就是不断的在念诵。念着这个咒语过后呢，你可能会开始想起其他的事情。2天前有什么事情？这个时候又回来你的咒语，不断的再继续念。然后在这个练习的这个过程当中，你会清楚的看到你能做到或者你不能做到。
How much can I just do this job clearly?
然后我能够在这个方法、这个工作，我可以做的多少，我能做的多清楚。
My mind runs away, bring it back. Runs away, bring it back. Runs away, bring it back.
我的心跑掉了，把它带回来；它跑掉了，把它带回来。
Then, same as if you go to a health club and you lift weights, if you do that every day, your muscle will get bigger.
这个就同样的道理，就是好像我们去这个健身中心，我们每天就是举那个举重，然后举重的时候呢，我们如果不断的做的话，我们的身体就有这个肌肉。
If you practice your meditation during this retreat, moment to moment to moment, then your ability to pay attention in the present moment will grow.
同样的，在这个禅修的这个几天里面，如果你每一个当下，就是不断的就是去练习，不断的去练习的，持续的去练习的话，你的这一个注意的这个能力呢，会不断的增长。
Then your ability to pay attention in your everyday life will be stronger and stronger and stronger.
当你回到这一个生活当中的时候呢，你这一个能够保持注意力的这个能力呢，会更加的强。
As Myong said, your senses will open.
就好像明远法师说的，你的这一个觉知的这一个感官会打开，
Like when we're a child.
就好像当你还是小孩的时候，
Sky's blue.
天空是蓝的，
Thunder.
然后那个闪电的这个震动。
But the human beings, as we grow, thinking good and bad, I like, I don't like, you, me, all opposite thinking becomes so strong, we no longer experience this world clearly.
当我们越来越长大的时候，我们这一个对立的这一个思维呢，会越来越强，就是你我喜欢不喜欢这种对立的想法。
Then when it's time to act or talk, stupid action, stupid thinking appears, makes more suffering for me and for others.
当你遇到不同这个处境的时候呢，你会做出一些愚蠢的这一个说出愚蠢的话，做出愚蠢的这一个举动，那导致这一个自己的痛苦，也为别人带来痛苦。
So this next 3 days, just try to follow the situation. It's all written down in the schedule. Just follow the situation moment to moment. Pay attention. Then slowly, slowly, our mind becomes more clear.
所以在接下来的这个3天里面呢，我们就是在每个当下跟着这个你的处境，然后跟着那个时间表，我们的心呢，就是在每一个当下就是会越来越清楚。
Then slowly, slowly, our karma also becomes more clear. We get many benefits inside and in the functioning of our life.
那就是在渐渐呢，我们的这个业力呢也会越来越清楚，我们能够在我们的生活中呢，能够更好的去运作。
Don't check your mind.
不要审查你的心，
Even if you have tons of thinking, just return to this moment again and again and again.
即便呢你有很多太多的这个想法，就是只是不断的回来，不断的回来这个当下。
Does anybody have any questions?
有任何的问题吗？
Otherwise, I have nothing more to say tonight. It's up to you.
如果没有的话，就是禅师就今晚就没有其他可以告诉大家。
Oh, no question, but somebody's face reminded me of something. One story.
虽然没有这个问题，但是某一个人的这个脸呢，就是让我想起了一个故事。
You guys have practice sometimes here in the evenings, right? Yeah. So all our centers in the West also have practice in the evening. Then some people live in the center, but most people live outside with their family, work, but sometimes come in the evening to do practice.
那我们在这个西方的这个禅修中心呢，像这里一样，每个这个晚上呢都有这个共修，然后有一些就是白天工作的，那他们到了晚上就会过来一起这个共修。
Then often when Zen Master Sung San was visiting one of our center, at the end of the evening sitting, he would give some short talk where people could ask questions.
在这个就是傍晚的这一个共修的时候呢，这个崇山禅师在这个共修完毕以后，通常他会给这一个开示，然后他也会让大家问问题，然后他会给予这个解答。
One evening, a man came to the Zen Center after work, like he did many times, and we did chanting and sitting together.
有一天呢，有一个这个男士，他同样的在工作了以后呢，就是过来这个共修，然后就在这个，然后就有这个问答的这个时间。
Then during the question and answer time, he asked Sung San a question.
在这一个问答的这个时候呢，这个男士他就问崇山禅师一个问题。
He said, Zen Master, you say Buddhism and Zen means wake up.
禅师，你说这个佛教呢的意思就是觉醒。
I usually come to the Zen Center 2 or 3 times a week.
我通常一个礼拜呢来这个禅中心2到3次。
Chanting is okay, but during sitting, I'm tired from the day. I always fall asleep.
诵经呢没问题，但是当我禅坐的时候呢，我通常因为白天工作，所以我总是打瞌睡。
But on the nights when I don't come to the Zen Center, I go home.
那如果晚上我没有来这个禅中心，我回家的时候呢，
Then after dinner, I watch TV, television.
我在家的时候呢，我就是吃完晚饭呢，我就开电视机。
I can watch television 3 hours. I never sleep.
我可以看这个电视长达3个小时，我也从来不会睡觉。
So I think television better for wake up than meditation.
所以我觉得说这一个看电视呢，就带给我更好的这个觉醒，就是如果跟这一个禅修比较来说。
Then Sung San said, no, that's not correct.
崇山禅师说不，这个不是这个修行。
When you watch television, not sleeping, but that's not yours.
就 如果你是在看这个电视机，你不睡觉的话，那并不是属于你的。
That time, television control your mind.
在那个时候呢，这个电视机控制了你的心。
But when you come to the Zen Center sitting, even if you keep fall asleep, but one moment is clear, that's yours forever.
如果你来这个禅中心，那你在禅坐的时候，你打瞌睡，虽然你打瞌睡，如果只有那个一个当下，你的心是清明的，那一个当下就属于你。
So tomorrow, when you're falling asleep,
明天如果你打瞌睡的时候，
don't think about, I should have gone to a movie or stayed home and watched TV, be better than this.
我就是不要想说我其实更应该在家里我应该在家里看这一个电视啊，或者是看电影，比这个更好的。
That's not correct.
那不正确。
When you try, even one moment clear, that's yours forever.
你不断的尝试，不断的尝试。如果只有那么一个当下是清明的话，那一个清明永远都属于你。
That you also carry from life to life.
那一个清明呢，也会随着你，就是每一世。
So don't worry, my body's not comfortable, my mind's a mess. I'm gonna try.
就不要去担心顾虑，就是我的这一个身体就是一团糟，我的身体不舒服，就是只是去尝试。
Only come back to this moment, the correct situation, the correct function, action, and correct relationship, moment to moment.
就不断的回到这个当下，保持这一个正确的处境的正确的这个运作，然后就是每一个刹那就是不断去做。
Then your Dae center, your clear mind, will become stronger, stronger, stronger.
那你这个不知保持不知的这一个中心就会不断的越来越强壮，越来的越强壮。
Finally, you can control your feeling, your condition, and your situation.
直到最后呢，你能够去掌握这一个你的处境，你的这一个心，你的这一个运作。
Then you can believe in your true self 100%.
那个时候呢，你就能够100%的，就是相信你的这一个真正的自信。
Then we can attain human beings' correct job.
那你就能够挣到人类真正的这一个工作。
Moment to moment, helping all beings.
每一个当下帮助所有的众生，
Moment to moment, living in harmony with all things.
每一个当下跟所有的东西就是和平的共处。
That's our original job.
这个是我们原本的工作。
Our body job changes moment to moment.
我们身体的工作每一个当下都在改变。
Now our body job is Dharma talk job.
我们现在我们身体的当下，我们身体的工作就是这个说法。
Sometimes your body job is driving.
有的时候你身体的工作是驾驶，
Sometimes it's washing.
有的时候是梳洗，
Sometimes it's eating.
有的时候是这个吃东西。
When you're with your parents, then your body job is a son or daughter.
当你跟父母在一起的时候，你的身体的工作就是身为这个子女。
When you're with your children, your job that moment is father or mother.
当你跟你的孩子们在一起的时候，你身体的工作就是成为这个父亲或者母亲。
When you're with your friend, your job is friend.
当你跟你的这个朋友在一起的时候，你身体的工作是成为他们的朋友。
So body jobs change. Die time, your job is die.
你的身体的工
That's
作
all.
慢
Not
慢
bad.
改变，然后
When it's the right time, do it.
那当你死亡的时候，你身体的工作就是只是去死，然后
Don't go kicking and screaming.
那不要去就是不接受，然后就在那边就挣扎。
Someone once asked Zen Master Sung-san, you always say keep correct situation.
那有的人问这个中山禅师，你总是说要保持正确的这个处境。
But if a nuclear bomb falls on my city, what's my correct situation?
但是如果有一个这个原子弹呢，就这样掉在我的这个城市，我的正确的处境到底是什么？
Then Sung San Sunim said, "Die."
通常禅师就说是，
That's all.
就是这样。
So, if we practice, then moment to moment, our ability to keep our correct situation grows.
当我们在每一个当下不断的这个修行的时候，我们能够保持这个正确的处境的能力就不断的增长。
Body jobs always changing moment to moment, but our original jobs never changing.
我们身体的这个工作呢，不断的在改变，但是我们这个原本的这个工作呢，就是从来不会改变。
Find our true nature and live in harmony for the benefit of all beings.
那就是找到我们的这个本来的自信，然后能够跟所有一切的这一个生命呢，就是和平共处。
So my body job now is stop the Dharma talk.
我身体的这个工作呢，在现在呢，就是结束这一个讲座。
So thank you very much.
非常谢谢大家。
This weekend, just do it.
这个周末呢，只